Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we're going to be trying making mushy peas. So these are the peas that were sent to us by our viewer Woodentie. So thank you very much, Woodentie. We enjoyed all your other treats and we've been hanging on to this one. Been waiting to try the mushy peas because we've only had canned mushy peas. Except for, I don't know what we got at Touch of Britain when we had their fish and chips. I don't know if they make them from scratch or not. Or if they're canned, but at home we have, once we tried them, we thought, oh, let's pick up a can, and we've enjoyed trying these Batchelor's mushy peas. So these are Batchelor's Bigga dried peas. And so I'm following Woodentie's instructions. They have been soaking overnight, and so I'm getting ready to make these. And we're going to have them with some fish and chips. Now granted, somehow I think the mushy peas maybe will be outshine the fish and chips because, you know, frozen fish and chips, it is what it is. You know, it's not going to be as good as what you get in a restaurant, or I'm sure a chippy if we were over in the UK. But I am curious, we couldn't resist picking these up from Grocery Outlet. We're not familiar with the brand Young's. We have typically Van de Kamp's, we have Gorton's, our popular fried fish, or I should say frozen fish companies that we purchase from here. But it was kind of neat that they had the fish and chips together as well. I thought that was neat. So I'm curious if you're familiar with this brand Young's. So it says they're from Grimsby, England. And yeah, it says seafood experts for over 200 years. They claim to be Britain's #1 seafood company. So let us know in the comments whether this is true or if you even recognize them. It does say produced in the UK. So definitely nice. There are a couple of different directions. They have oven and deep fry. We don't usually do deep fry. We're going to do them in the oven, which we hope will be a little bit more healthy. As healthy as you can be with fish and chips. These are the times when I do wish we had an air fryer though, because I'm thinking an air fryer would probably be a nice way to prepare these. So yeah, so these are cod fillet and chips. So we will be back. I will finish making up the mushy peas. And so we're going to compare the canned to these prepared ones here and see how they are. All right, so we're back. I have made the mushy peas. We also heated up the canned Batchelor's mushy peas. This is the Young's fish and chips. And I feel like my oven runs a little bit cool, so I up the temperature on. I think they look a little better, a little more crispy than sometimes things turn out in the oven. And so this is the canned version. Yeah, and that is the one that Woodentie sent us. And Woodentie, I did try, as you instructed, to try to get out the shells that kind of come to the top. I should have done it while there's still more water in it. It would have been easier to scoop them out. So I had a hard time scooping those out. So I think there's still a lot in there. Did the best I could. First observations, I noticed this is actually a little bit greener, I think, than the canned. And also very creamy. Maybe that had to do with me stirring it. Maybe I made them extra creamy that way. And also I noticed this has salt and sugar added to it. I just put a little salt on here, so I'm thinking they may be a little bit bland when we first try them. So I have some salt and vinegar to add. If you want to add those. So do you want to go ahead and, I thought maybe I'll try the mushy peas first just on their own, and then I'm going to add some salt and vinegar. That's what we learned about at Touch of Britain, and I've been enjoying them that way. All right, so I'll have a little scoop of these. And a scoop of these.
that's the...
That's the canned Batchelors.
That we're used to, that we've had
which we've enjoyed, yeah.
Yeah, no complaints.
But we're curious to try these from the box.
I know I've mentioned this to Tina, and this reminds me so much of...
It looks like guacamole.
Looks like guacamole.
Surprise!
So side by side, you can definitely tell a difference in the appearance.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. So I think I'll just sample the ones from the box first. Nothing on them.
Okay. Maybe nose right away. It doesn't seem as salty as the canned.
Definitely not. Yeah, I want to try the can because I put a little salt, but it probably needs more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely more bland than the can, which makes sense because I looked at the ingredients and they added salt and sugar to it.
Right.
So that's kind of the difference there. So I do want to add... Should I add a little for my fries? I'm going to add some. And I'm going to add a little vinegar too.
Your chips.
My chips, sorry. Oops. Yikes, this is getting a little carried away. Do you want to add any?
Yeah, I'll take a dab.
Vinegar?
I'll take
get too much.
I'll take a dollop.
A dollop. There you go. You're much more careful than I am. I got a little crazy on mine, but...
Okay.
And you also brought out some tartar sauce too to have with fish.
I can't have fish without tartar sauce. Okay, so you're trying which one right now?
Yeah, I'm trying the ones from the box.
Okay.
I do like that with a little salt and vinegar on it.
Mm-hmm. I will say I like the texture of the boxed better than the texture of the canned.
I agree. You know, we had nothing to complain about before because that's all we had to compare it to.
Mm-hmm. I definitely like the box version that Woodentie brought us.
I'm trying both. I still like them both. I think they're both nice, but I agree. I like the texture a bit better. These seemed a little bit watery. I don't know if it's just the way I made them. Maybe it soaked up too much water. I don't know. Let us know. And also let us know, do you typically add sugar to yours? Because that could modify the taste a little bit too, to add just a little bit of sugar in addition to the salt.
Right.
Because I think that's probably maybe the big difference between the tastes is, I bet, is the added sugar in the canned.
Yeah, I noticed when you scooped some of the canned mushy peas out, yeah, it did look a little on the watery side, but I know it had something to do with, well, you didn't dump all the contents of the can out and stir it in. I don't know, well, I don't know, I think it just kind of rose to the top.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Hard to say. Have a little bit of this fish. And this is cod.
Mm-hmm. Would you like any tartar sauce?
I might add a little tartar sauce too.
Okay.
I sprinkled a little vinegar on it.
Yeah. Got a little mess here.
These are nice. I like the batter on them.
Me too. Yeah,
Kind of enjoy it. Maybe a little more than some of the frozen fish we have here. I think it's nice. I do think it would be better maybe in an air fryer. Get a little more crisped up.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Everyone raves about that. Like, try pizza in an air fryer. Frozen pizza in an air fryer.
Ooh, pizza.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
And I'm going to you'll see complaints. Look how he holds his fork. Look how he's cutting. Yeah. Don't care. Now, we're going to have to go back to Touch of Britain, where we had fish and chips. I think that was the last time we had fish and chips in a restaurant together.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-mm. Love cod.
Yeah, I feel like cod is kind of typical what we find for frozen fish.
Yeah, I would say.
Maybe pollock, tilapia, which I hear is not the best kind of fish, but yeah, this is nice. I could stand for the coating to be a little crispier.
Well, then you
but it's not bad.
pour vinegar on it. And
maybe yours is crispier because you didn't do the vinegar, huh?
yeah, that might be it.
Chips came out pretty well. I kind of like to dip them in the mushy peas. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
I thought we saw a comment somewhere. Yes, I'm using my fork. My chips. I thought someone did comment once before. Oh, just dip your chips in mushy peas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you very much, Woodentie.
Yes, thank you for allowing us to try these peas, these mushy peas.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely something you don't see around here. Mushy peas, I mean, the only place we've ever tried them is at Touch of Britain. You never see them on a menu. And as I mentioned before, as far as garden peas, I tend to not like them that well. I can eat them, but they're not my favorite vegetable. I actually prefer mushy peas. I've enjoyed them quite a bit. So yeah, and so we were looking for something to try these with. I thought, well, let's get some fish and chips, and we were excited to find that Young's brand that's from the UK and give those a try.
Yes, and I know it was mentioned before, but if you can let us know what kind of brand is Young's to you. Is it a brand you see pretty much everywhere? Is it an okay brand? We're just kind of curious.
Yeah.
So
maybe there are other brands. Of course, if we lived there, you'd just be going to the Chippy, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Definitely, if we ever make it over there, that's like a must-do, is to go to a Chippy. You want to have fish and chips in the UK. I even enjoy, every time we go to the coast, either getting fish and chips or clam chowder when we go on the coast. Those are two things that are good, although my last experience with fish and chips on the coast was not the best, but yeah.
But as a matter of convenience, like, if you just don't feel like leaving the house, and you pull something out of the freezer, what brand would you pull out? Just kind of curious.
Yeah. Let us know down in the comments, and also your feelings on mushy peas. Love them, hate them. Let us know. And also, if you have a brand that you prefer, or how you like, if you get them in the can or you get them in the box, let us know that too.
Yeah. I gotta say, I have never seen dehydrated, dried peas here in the United States. Wait a minute, I take that back. We were at a Trader Joe's. I can't say that for a fact that they were Marrowfat peas, but they were dried, weren't they? Dehydrated.
Yeah, they were called English peas.
But they came from South America.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was trying to look all over them to see if they were Marrowfat peas, because Marrowfat peas are not something you typically would find here.
So, positive experience again. Woodentie. I still want to call you Woodentie. Sorry about that. Apologies. But Woodentie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
A pleasure trying this. Thank you.
It was a fun experience. We've got plenty left over, so we'll probably be having them with a few more meals.
Excellent.
So I think we'll wrap up now and finish up our dinner. So if you like food reactions and food tastings, give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.